entitled, This Is Why You Are Hot. I just want to boost you guys up. I want to gas you guys up. I want you to remember who the F you are. And I'm going to remind you as to why you are hot and why other people view you as being hot. Now, you've got a choice between pile number 1, 2, or 3. Pile number 1 is going to be the clear quartz stone. Pile number 2 is the tiger's eye stone. And pile number 3 is the rose quartz stone at the end. I'm going to give you a moment to choose which pile or which piles you are drawn to. Okie dokie, let's go to pile number 1 and let's see why you are hot. And why do other people view you as being hot? I'm hearing for some of you, what you see is what you get, and what you see is what is not what you get. So some people may feel like they know you before they get to know you. Like they can look at you and feel like, okay, pile number 1, they look sweet, they look innocent, you know, but then you got another side to you, and it's only shown to the people that get to know you. So that's kind of hot for some people. All right, let's see. Okay, what makes you hot? 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm feeling strongly. This is in a romantic sense. This is the thoughts and feelings of some people who may have been intimate with you, right? These people see you as somebody that is a giver. So you could be a person that doesn't allow the other person, I'm choosing my words wisely, right? But doesn't allow the other person to do all the giving. For some of you, I feel like because you are a giver in this regard, this is what makes you hot. But for others of you, I'm feeling like you could be balanced with your partner in regards to giving and taking in a romantic sense, in a physical sense. However, I'm also picking up that in a romantic sense, you are the type of person that doesn't allow your partner to do everything. So you are the type of person that will take out the bin bags. You are the type of person that will cook. You are the type of person, or that will cook with your partner, or you are the type of person that will split the bill. You are the type of person, you're very generous is what I'm hearing. And because of your generosity, people think that you're hot, especially those that you have dated. And there's something about the gifts that you do actually give. So you could be the type of person that will surprise your partner, is what I'm picking up. You do a lot of acts of service. I'm picking up strong Venus in Virgo for some of you, not for all of you. But you are the type of person that you could be out and about and you'll see like maybe an aftershave or a perfume that your partner has worn and you've noticed that it's running out. You'll go and purchase it without them even asking for you to do it, right? And it's not their birthday, it's not an anniversary, nothing like that. Another thing I'm picking up is you definitely match your person in the bedroom. So again, like I mentioned, I keep going back to the bedroom. If your person is, you know, a person that wants to be a giver, you want to meet them halfway. You don't want your person to do, you know, everything in that regard. I have to be quite mindful. All right. So what makes you hot? Okay. There's something about, okay, I just heard brain. You're giving me brain and you snatch my soul. So you should be 18 or over listening to this. Over 18, preferably, right? But there's something about you being good. And giving your partner brain, because there's something about the way that you do what you do that makes, I'm hearing like, this is for like past partners, okay? So past partners may obsess about what you did to them in that regard, right? And they could get all up in their head. They could start obsessing about if you're going to do it to someone else, and you know, what if you don't want nothing serious with them. So you could be that type of person whereby You can date. Okay, I'm getting it now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You are the type of person, right, whereby you could have connected with certain individuals in the past and they were the ones saying to you, I don't want nothing serious. I'm not ready for a girlfriend. I'm not ready for a boyfriend. Or I just want to have fun. Okay? Then what tends to happen is they start to fall for you. They start to obsess about you because of your qualities, because of your kind-hearted ways. And I'm not saying you're doing it deliberately. You're just being you. You're very caring, you're very giving, but I don't feel like you are the type of person to express, what you want in regards to, okay, I want to have a relationship. You're not very forthcoming in that regard, but whoever you dated in the past that were non-committal, they could sense that you are the type to settle down with. And for some of you, they may have felt that they needed to let you know that this is not what I want, right? And you were like, right, cool. But then what happened is you may have had an encounter with them. You may have went out on a date with them. After some sort of conversation, they realized, hold on a minute, part number one's extremely intelligent. Part number one is extremely caring. And, this is the type of person that I would like to be with. You have the ability to make people want to settle down after not wanting to be committed to anyone. And that's due to some sort of interaction with you, or they see you interacting with someone else, or they hear of something that you've done for maybe a family member, or you have done something for charity. You're very kind, caring, and giving, and it strikes a chord with these individuals because they are fearful of committing because they feel like they will never encounter anyone like yourself. So when they do encounter you, they don't know who you are until they get to know you, right? When they do encounter you and they learn about your traits, they end up saying, you're mine, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, or whatever the case is, right? After going from, I don't want to be in a relationship, like, disclaimer, I gotta let part number one know, and you're like, right, cool. Some of you are obviously heartbroken over this, and you might hide it, or you might be slightly disappointed. Heartbroken might be a bit of a stretch, but you might be slightly disappointed. But then you're thinking, all right, cool, and then you do your own thing, you go your own way, and then I'm hearing like you could mirror this individual. Because you could just think, okay, this person doesn't want a relationship. I can't switch off my emotions for this individual. I'll still interact with them, but I will have certain boundaries. So I'll treat them the way they're treating me. Okay, they don't want to be in a relationship, so I'll detach from them. I'll just, go my own way. I'll give off my energy to those that are deserving of my energy, or let me put my energy into myself, into my own projects. This keeps people up at night. You can keep people guessing. People find you hot because of your independence, of your caring nature, right? People want to actually settle down with you. They want to lock you down. And again, there's something about when you are intimate with people, they obsess about the intimacy that they shared with you, especially if something is done orally here. Because I'm feeling like the way she's holding her head is like, oh my God, this person just snatched my soul. They just gave me brain. So that could be a thing for some of you, but I feel more so strongly it's your communication. You are intelligent as well, and your intelligence captures individuals. All right. So okay, all right. Why are you hot? I feel like your intelligence is what's hot, and you have an ability to make people obsess over you. You could have people that are even your friends, it could be platonic, that could start obsessing about you. Who are you going to spend your time with? Are you going to talk to other people the way we talk? Are other people going to have that bond, that mental connection that we share? But this is more so, I feel, on a romantic sense. You could be a Libra, or you can attract a lot of Libras, Sun, Moon, rising Mars, or Venus, or Lilith. But there's something about, Libra, it rules the seventh house, right? And Libra is that sign of beauty, of fairness, of balance. And that's what you represent, right? I feel like you're very stunningly beautiful. And you may not wear a lot of makeup. So people find the fact that you are extremely beautiful. You could have a symmetric face. You don't have to. And you could have dark hair. You could be olive skinned. You could be, people find your skin hot as well. You could be dark skinned. I also feel like you have this way about you where you could be quite reserved and down to earth in regards to the way that you dress. See how she's just wearing like pumps, jeans, she's got her hair all out, fresh face. So people find you hot because you're just very comfortable in your own skin, and you have this way about you where people may feel like, does pound number one know how beautiful they actually are? You know, because you can dress down as well, people envision how you would look with makeup on. You know, can pound number one be even more, any more beautiful than they already are? You have that natural beauty whereby you don't even need to wear makeup. And this also gives people, you know, I'm hearing like possessive claims over you, especially if, you know, people find you cute as well. Part number one, people find you cute, but then when they get to know you, they realize that, yeah, you're cute. The way you look is cute, but you are strong. Like you're mentally agile. You're mentally sharp. Like you're very observant as well, and it's like a contrast when people talk to you. They're like, part number one doesn't look like they know all this information, and you could connect with a lot of intellectual types, and then when you start talking about different subjects, I feel like you know about different subjects, different topics, um, these people can become quite intimidated, and you have a way to capture people's hearts through your voice, through your mouth. Like there's something about the way you speak. Even your beauty captures people. That's the first thing that they may see, but once they get to know you, there's you can form a strong mental bond with individuals, so much so that people can become quite obsessed with you. You may find that people don't want to come off the phone sometimes, and also you may find that, especially those that say, oh, I don't want to get into a relationship, whatever, they obsess about you. And these are the types of people that may check like your WhatsApp status or like your Instagram or whatever the case is. But you could get people that become so obsessed whereby they start stalking. Not stalking in a way where they're going to be hanging outside your house, but like watching your social media, watching your followers, going into your actual followers to see how much men or how much women are following you, looking at the comments is what I'm picking up, because they don't want to share this energy that you possess, this intellectual side that only a few are allowed to explore, right? But they know that once people see you, people are going to find you attractive because you're cute, you're hot, and you don't really wear a lot of makeup. And once people get to know you, they see that you're very kind, you're very giving, you're very fair, you're very balanced, very pleasant as well, very pleasant um, energy that you possess as well. And you're very likable, is what I'm picking up. So why are you hot? Again, especially for those that say, oh, I don't want a serious relationship, you have the ability to make a non-committal person want to actually settle down. You also have that ability to make, I'm sorry to say, someone that's already married want to actually step out on their partner, because I'm hearing like damsel in distress. Like people may feel like you are a damsel in distress, and you're really not. You're really not. You're actually very intelligent, very smart. You could be very street smart as well. And that's the thing. That's what makes you hot, because people think that you're one way, but once they get to know you, they realize that you're another way, right? So, for instance, some people could feel like you're street smart, and then when they get to know you, they hear that you've got like how much degrees, or you got a doctorate, or you got, you know, a master's or something, right? Or you are a doctor, you know, and it's like, what? Because you're not really attached to titles and prestige and status and things like that. You like to connect to a lot of different people. You believe in fairness, kindness, and balance. Some of you, I feel, you could be a Taurus or you could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus. And I feel like your intelligence is astounding to people. Like, you are definitely marriage material. Like, people feel like, okay, I can't let this person go, right? Because your energy is very, I'm hearing magical. I know I haven't got any like magical S. Okay, well, we've got two of cups. You have that ability to make a grown man cry as well, you know, or a grown woman cry. More than a grown man cry. But the Hierophant card, people want to marry you. You know, you're definitely marriage material. And I feel like you have a lot of wisdom. I feel like what makes you hot is your wisdom, is your intelligence, is your know-how. You're very strategic, you're very smart. People can't outsmart you as well. And again, I feel like you do come across a lot of people that try to outsmart you, or that have tried to show, when I say outsmart, try to show how intelligent they are, try to debate with you, and you just shut it down. You just know you can work people out Sometimes you don't give people what they want because you feel like it's pointless. I'm not wasting my breath with this person. I know what they're doing, right? But remember, you're street smart and you're book smart as well, right? This is what makes you hot. Okay. I'm also hearing that you dress very well for your shape as well. You may wear like a lot of colors. You know, you got a funky type of dress sense, but I feel like it's your spirituality, it's your wisdom, it's your knowledge. You're very physically attractive, very physically beautiful, but once people get to know you, it's like they are drawn to you, yes, but they, because I'm getting like a magical energy, like they get lost within you. People get lost within your energy because your energy is very soothing. People fall in love with you. Like, how can you not fall in love with power number one? Like, your energy is so serene. It's like otherworldly. And people just feel like it's just you and them. It's like you're in this magical, you could have like Pisces in your chart or like a Leo rising for some of you, but it's like people just want to share their cup of love. People fall in love with you very instantly, or you may get people saying like, oh, and even if people do fall in love with you, they hide it, especially those that say, I'm not ready for a relationship. They fall in love deeply to the point where they're asking you, because you're moving, I want to marry you. And you're like, what? But I thought, and you're the one that has to just like be like, whoa, we're going a bit too fast here. And I feel like it's because you're very independent as well. Because when I look at the Six of Pentacles, I think of Venus and Virgo, because Virgo rules the sixth house, right? And Virgo is a sign of having, Virgo is a sign of being of service to others and of service to self. So you are of service to others, right? And of service to self. But when you know that you're not welcome somewhere, you know when to take yourself away. You have a lot of self-respect. You do value yourself, which then makes other people value you too. They have no choice but to value you because you value yourself. And you're very classy is what I'm picking up. I don't know why I'm seeing Audrey Hepburn. I don't know what star sign she is. If anyone knows, please comment below. But you're giving a lot off like Audrey Hepburn vibes, with very classy. She had like a young, obviously you could see she's a woman, but she had like a very innocent face. So you could come across like that, like an Audrey Hepburn type. But when people talk to you, it's like, wow. You could get people that may feel like they can manipulate you at first because of the way you look. But then when they get to talk to you, it's like, wow, I need to take this person home to meet my mum. Like, literally, like, this is the ideal. The reason why I didn't want to, or I said I don't want to be in a relationship with anyone, because I felt like there was no one out there like yourself, power number one. But once people meet you, it's almost as if you are their ideal. And it was due to fear why they said, I don't want to be in a relationship, because I didn't think anyone like you existed. You may find that females can become obsessed with you as well. If you are a female yourself, people from the same sex, they could become obsessed with you. They could fall in love with you. May want to date you. And it could be like a scary sensation and feeling for these individuals, because you could be like their first female crush or something like that. So you could have that energy whereby you're able to balance out your masculine and your feminine side equally. One doesn't overpower the other. Yeah. Why you're hot is you have the ability to make people want to settle down. Even if people want to marry you. You may have had many proposals, or even if not proposals, people want to be in long-term relationships with you. People generally do fall in love with you. If it is in a romantic sense, I feel like you do tend to get people that may love you more than you love them sometimes. Not for all of you, but it could be equal, or they could feel like, I got to hold back because I'm giving too much to pile number one. But then you generally just mirror other people without realizing it. And because you do that, it makes people fall in love. So that's a little secret about yourself that you may not have known. And it's because you are valuing yourself and you're independent as well. And you do have a lot to bring to the table that people do actually realize. And even if you're friends with someone, people, for some of you, people feel like you are that hot friend that they should bring out with them so that they can get attention from the opposite sex, because they find you to be, you're very intelligent. So people feel like once you talk to people, then especially if they're with you, if you go out, right, say that they're shy, and I'm not picking up that you're very like outgoing and talkative and everything, but because you're so intelligent, some people may feel like, I'm hearing, just be mindful of these people as well. They may feel like they want to be seen in the same light as you, because you're seen as very regal, very serene, very pure in a sense. I'm just picking up Audrey Hepburn, um, lady in the streets, very sophisticated, classy, elegant is what I'm picking up. And this is why you're hot. And these individuals feel like, I want to be seen in that way, so I need to bring part number one out with me. And if part number one talks to, say for instance, you got a friend that wants to date like guys that are like lawyers and like CEOs or whatever, they will want to bring you, because they know for a fact once you start talking, then that person that they want, or their friends or whatever that they're with, am I putting this right? Okay, so the type of person that they want to attract, maybe with a group of friends. I'm just seeing like guys in the city, and you go to some sort of bar or something like that, and they just think that if you start talking, then that group of guys will come over to you. Okay, that the group of guys will come over to you guys once you start talking. You can see I don't really go out in it at all, but I'm just seeing it in my mind's eye. They come over, and once you start talking, then people will assume that your friend is on that same mental wavelength, and then you all start talking, and then they get what they want. They get the attention of the CEO or the lawyer or whatever, the doctor, the surgeon, and then voila, right? So I feel like your intelligence is what makes you hot. Your ability to make a non-committal person want to commit and spend the rest of their life with you. There's something about the way that you are in the bed that can make people obsess about you to the point where they are um, stalking your social media. So this is what makes you hot. People want to capture your energy and have it for themselves. Okay, part number one, it was a pleasure. I will speak to you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe, because it helps the algorithm. All right, we're going to go to part number two. What makes you hot, part number two? Wow. Okay, part number two. Coming off of on a different energy, you got the tiger's eye. You're very intense, part number two. What makes you hot is that you're very intense. There's a lot of mystery surrounding you. I feel like some of you could be a Scorpio, some of you could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. You've got a lot of healing energy, and I feel as if this is from like past partners or a current partner. You're very mothering. So some of you could have children, or for some of you, your partner may enjoy impregnating you. You could have like over 2 children, or your partner actually likes seeing you pregnant. If you're a female listening to this, so when you're pregnant, your partner finds this hot. They like the fact of impregnating you. This it's very exciting for them to, every time you are gonna make love or making love, this is what they envision, is impregnating you. Seeing you pregnant is what makes you hot. I also feel like you are a very intense person, so I'm hearing like trantic sex for some of you, for majority of you. So you're really skilled in the bedroom, I feel, and I feel as if it's very transformative. It's a very transformative experience for yourself and your person. Like, okay, so you have that ability, because this is 8th house energy, and 8th house deals with sex, death, rebirth, money owed to us, money owed, money shared as well. And I feel like when you are in that experience with a person, with your partner or previous partners, it has transformed them. They may not have the words to say it. There's something very witchy about you, pile number two, whereby you are very skilled in the bedroom, and whether or not these, this partner of yours, your past partner, will say they've never experienced or encountered a sexual experience like the one that you have made them experience before. And every time it's a lot of depth. It's not just simple love making. It's something else. It's very transformative. It's very healing. You have a very healing effect. And when you do make love, it actually heals a partner. So much so that you may find that partners want to actually impregnate you. It's like they just need to have, um, they need to merge with you. And this is why you're hot. And then after you're just like, what? And they're looking at you like literally gone for like they zone out and they're looking at you like, what did you just do to me? Like, am I even in this world right now? You have that ability to take a person to another dimension, another realm through your lovemaking style. This is why you're hot. Very sultry, very seductive, very healing. Yeah, we've got Scorpio energy. Some of you could be a Scorpio, or a lot of Scorpio individuals find this energy to be very intense. You may find that people can become very possessive over you, obsessed with you. They want to have your energy for themselves because you're very sexy. Part number two, you're very sexy. And this is very plutonic. Like, you could have like you could be a Scorpio, you could have Pluto conjuncting your moon, you could have Pluto on your ascendant, you know, you could have Pluto conjuncting your sun. There's something very strong and powerful about your energy. This is what makes you hot. So even, okay, let's say for instance you haven't encountered any type of, you know, interaction physically with these individuals, you have a strong energy whereby people just know that you're powerful. So you could have a very intense stare, gaze. You're like, think of someone like Angelina Jolie. She's very, very sexy, right? Even if she's wearing like a t-shirt and jeans. Janet Jackson, right? These types of people, Rihanna, they don't have to wear much. I mean, they're not revealing much sometimes, and they still, it just oozes out of them. You know, Aaliyah, that type of thing. So you have like this mysterious siren like potency about you. So even if you're covered up, people can sense the depth. People can sense that there's something very watery and deep and dark, you know, not dark in a negative way, but dark in like, there's something I need to find out about this person. Um, it's like you can hypnotize people without even realizing it. Like, your energy is very powerful. It's very strong, you know. You may get a lot of people, excuse me, staring at you, and you're thinking, why are you staring? Most of you got like Pluto somewhere in your chart, like conjuncting or squaring or something like that. And I just feel like people can get obsessed with you as well, and that may not be cool. You may find that overbearing and annoying, but a lot of people get obsessed with your energy and they want to merge with you. Like, you may get like a lot of attention from the opposite sex sometimes, to the point where they get obsessed with you, and sometimes they can be quite cruel, because Pluto can be that planet of destruction, breaking down the old to rebuild the new. So unfortunately for some of you, you could encounter partners or like people that like you, whereby if they feel like they can't have you, they will try and minimize you, they will try and break you down mentally, you know, even though they're secretly obsessed with you. What they'll try and do is try to like destroy you. Not for all of you, right? But you may have found that in relationships where they're trying to destroy you or try and point out things to you, because they're trying to conceal their obsession for you, because people find you very enticing. And if they know that they're never going to experience you, that's when they will resort to the dark side of trying to play mind games, trying to belittle you, or whatever the case is, right? If you are in relationships with people, then they can get very possessive. Not for all of you. If they're in a higher vibration, then they won't. But you have that ability to make people obsessed, get very possessive over you. Hopefully not violent, but that may have happened to some of you in the past due to the intensity of your sexuality, which is not your fault, but people, yeah, they get obsessed with you. We have the High Priestess. Some of you could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North or South Node, and I feel, or even Lilith, and I feel like what makes you hot is that you are very, like, you're present in the moment, but I'm just hearing not from here. It's like you're not from this world. You're very ethereal. It's like you have this magical quality about you. Some of you, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet Neptune, and Neptune is that planet of illusions, dreams, and fantasy. You could be a lot of people's fantasy, but a lot of people may project onto you as to how they will want their fantasy to be. So some of you could have Neptune on your ascendant. I feel like some of you could change up your hair a lot. Some of you could have like very dreamy eyes, very come to bed eyes. And when people look into your eyes, it's like they just feel lost within your eyes. Some of you could have like beautiful green eyes or blue eyes, or I know I'm hearing Elizabeth Taylor. She had like purple eyes, didn't she? And that's a rarity. But there's something about your eyes that just draws other people in. And I feel like, but remember, Neptune can also be that planet of delusion as well. Like some people, they can project an image onto you. And when you're not the way that they felt that you were, that's when they could switch up on you, But I feel like you have siren-like quality. They want to spend time with you, and they don't want to they don't want to waste a minute. Like it's very, you could have been in relationships where people want to do it again and again and again and again. You're like, I'll go to work soon, or you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? Because people just want to savor like your energy is so rich, and you could attract a lot of energy vampires as well. Power number one. What makes you hot? Some of you could be quite well known in your community. You could have like a large following on social media. You could be a Leo, Sag. Why did I say Sag? You could be a Leo, Aquarius. Well, I'm hearing Virgo as well, but you could be a Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio again. Heavy Scorpio energy. Some of you could have Pluto in Scorpio. But there's something about you having star quality. So even if you're not in the public eye, you radiate star quality. This is what makes you hot. And some people may want to associate with you to be seen in that same light. Or when you do hang around with certain people, you give them life. I mean, we all have life, right? But because I'm hearing you got swag, right? And with star quality, you can't go down to the shop and buy it. It can't be bought and it can't be taught. It's someone's essence. It's within them. It's genetic. And you possess this star-like quality, And I'm hearing people could be jealous of this as well. But I feel more so people are addicted to your energy. People are addicted to your star quality, right? And I feel as if you are very sexy. You have that groundedness about you. And you also have that, showmanship about you as well. Very sparkly, very shiny energy. And then you also have that quirky, eccentric, free spirited way about you. So there's a lot of different sides to you. I'm just seeing like a Rubik's Cube, someone like this. And it's like one day you might wake up, who am I going to be today? Who am I going to be today? That could be like a Neptunian thing. Some of you could have like Neptune on the ascendant. Not for all of you, but you could be of those signs that I mentioned. But you do have star quality, and people can put you on a pedestal sometimes as well. And what makes you hot also is that you could travel a lot. You could be very well traveled. So you could have a lot of different friends from different walks of life. Some of you could speak different languages. You know how to connect with a lot of different people. You're very likable as well. You could be very social and very likable. Even if you're very quiet, there's a very likable quality about you that people want to be your friend. People want to date you. I feel like you could be a celebrity, right? Or for some of you, when people see you, they feel like they know you from somewhere, or is that person famous? You may get people like double taking because you've got a very powerful presence, and you do have star quality. You radiate it. What makes you hot is that you could be very strong as well. You could be physically strong in body. Not for all of you, but what makes you hot is that you have experienced a lot of things, and you have maneuvered your way out of these things as well. People know that you're going through a lot. Hopefully you're not. But you have that ability to transform your life and transform, yourself. You could transform your image a lot. And this is what makes you hot, because people don't know what they're going to get next. I'm not saying in terms of transforming your personality, but in the way that you look. You always look different when people see you. And you have gone through a lot, or you are going through a lot, and you are still fighting. Like, you're very spiritually and physically powerful. And this is what makes you hot. A lot of people look up to you. They're inspired by you. Okay? What makes you hot with the Four of Cups is that you work through your pain. You work through, whatever you're going through. And excuse me, guys, sometimes you may tend to actually, want to work through things on your own. You may not want to. I feel more so that because you have that transformative energy, you can tend this is throwing me off. You can tend to turn it inwardly and help heal yourself. But you're not afraid to seek help, and you're not afraid to speak about what you went through and your experiences, because you understand. Some of you could be in the public eye. Some of you are destined in this life to be like public speakers, motivational coaches, spiritual healers, spiritual teachers, right? Even tarot readers for some of you. But I feel like you you transform your pain and turn it into power. And you also speak to others about what you went through so that it will help heal others. Some of you could also be psychologists or counselors, is what I'm picking up. And you are a healer, and you have healed many other people also. You don't like to see people suffer, because you know how it felt when you were suffering, because for some of you, you didn't have anyone to lean on. Some of you had to do the work internally on your own, and you know how to work on your own. Yes, you can seek help outwardly, like maybe from family members or friends that you trust or counselors, etc. But you know how to do the work on your own. You are not the type of person to project what's going on with you onto others. You could be the type of person, that's probably why I got Virgo energy, because Virgo is the hermit, right? You can internalize, go inside yourself internally and think, okay, where's this coming from? Where's this insecurity coming from? Why am I acting like this? Okay, how can I transmute that? Okay, let me say affirmations or whatever the case is. So you are not only a healer to others, you also can heal yourself. And that's what makes you hot. So I will speak to you soon. Part number 1, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll speak to you soon. If you would like a private reading, please holler at me. These readings are going to be a little bit quick. Okay, so let's see. For part number 3, who chose the rose quartz stone? Beautiful energy. All right, what makes you hot? Part number 3. See, we got the Queen of Cups. You're just physically beautiful. Very kind, very nurturing. It says woman over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair, soft, gentle, motherly. So some of you could resonate with the description I just mentioned, or it doesn't have to be the case. But I feel like you've got a very mothering energy about you. Some of you could be a mother, and you are a great mother, and people feel like, or if you haven't got children, people would like, if you're dating someone, this person wants to have children with you, because they feel like, because you're so motherly and nurturing and compassionate and caring, you'll make a fantastic mother. I feel like you are physically beautiful as well. You are very healing. You have a very healing energy, very safe energy. You have that ability to make people open up, to make people express themselves, and you are a person that doesn't judge others. You are a person, if I sound blocked up, I'm really sorry. You're a person that doesn't judge others, so people feel free to be authentic. I'm hearing that you are a great kisser as well. There's something about the way you kiss. I'm also hearing that you could be good with your hands. This is YouTube, so I've got to be kind of careful, so I feel like you can understand where I'm going with that. I feel like, yeah, you are very good with your hands, and you have healing hands as well. You have very healing hands. We have Four of Cups. Money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want. So I feel like you are self-sufficient as well. Some of you could, I'm hearing that you could have your own business, you could run a business, is what I'm picking up. Money fluctuations being offered. Yeah, you're very self-sufficient. So even if you're with a partner, and your partner's like, no, you stay at home and I'll work and I'll make the money. You're like, no, I can make my own as well. So your independence is very hot. And I feel like you have that ability. You don't turn people away. So if, for instance, if it's your partner or your children or your friends, if they're feeling depressed, you give of your time. You're very empathetic as well. Okay? You take care of yourself with the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you could be a Virgo. We have peace of mind and contentment because you've got a very peaceful energy about you, very stabilizing, very grounding, and I feel like you practice a lot of self-love. Yes, you pour into other people, but you also pour into yourself and you treat yourself. You are the type of person to, go out there, go to the spa, get your nails done, go to the hairdressers, go and do shopping for yourself, get the latest perfume that you're interested in. Because you value yourself and you take care of yourself, people find you hot. Because you have that balance, a little bit like pile number one. You have that balance of, I give to other people, so I need to give to myself as well. And you look good, you smell great, and you're always looking on point. You always look polished, is what I'm picking up. And some of you are saying always, but I feel like you generally take care of yourself. Even in your down days, you always look good. You take care of yourself, right? We have Two of Pentacles. You're very balanced minded. People find you to be very stable. I'm not saying you don't have your down days, but people do find you very stable. We have money, confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around. Okay, so what makes you hot as well is that you give off the energy that your love doesn't come for free. For some of you, you're single, my love doesn't come for free, and I don't want a relationship. So this is actually what makes you actually hot, that you are single and you don't want to be tied down to anyone, because it gives people that energy to want to chase you and tie you down. It gives people a challenge, but generally, some of you just don't want to be in a relationship with anyone. You're just enjoying your independence, your singlehood, but this is what makes you hot, like you are that bachelorette or that bachelor. When like George Clooney apparently was like at The Bachelor, everyone was like, oh, he's never gonna settle down. You got that type of energy, right? Or you could be a feminine and or a female, and you could feel to yourself like, I don't actually want a man. And because you're giving off that energy that you, even if some of you do, you're not giving off desperate vibes. Because you're not desperate, it's very attractive. People find this hot because you're looking after yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and you're single. So it leads to question: is she dating? Is she not dating? Does she want, and people may feel like, especially like love interest, right? I've got to up my game because part number one, I don't know if they're single or not, or if they know that you're single, but they know that you're living your best life, you're going out there, you're not running anyone down, you're not acting desperate. It makes love interest want to run you down and want to be in a relationship with you, because you just seem so happy and content in your own company, and that's very hot to people. What makes you hot is that you like your own company, your own space. Again, you could be a Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North or South Node. Loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed or time alone. And the thing is, you have that thing, I feel, whereby you may think to yourself, I'd rather be alone than unhappy. So some of you may have been single for a while, maybe 9 months. For some of you, maybe 9 years. But there's something about, or maybe four months or something, or 4 years. It's something about you being single that is making you hot as well. Because again, you're giving off that energy. And some of you may want to be in a relationship, but you're giving off that energy of, I can take care of myself. And if you want to be with someone like me, you need to step up to the plate. So you have that ability to make other people that want to date you work on themselves. If they want to be around you, they have to work on themselves, or they will not want to be around you. So some of you may have encountered people whereby, you could have been talking and things fell off, or, they're taking a long time to ask you out on a date or commit or whatever. It's because they feel intimidated by your energy. They feel like, and it's not spirit, I'm hearing it's not spirit punishing you, it's spirit blocking connections from you, because you are of a certain caliber, and spirit wouldn't want you to connect with someone that's not on your vibrational frequency, because you've done the work, or you're doing the work. And those that are attracted to you, they want to come near you, but it's like spirit blocks it, because spirit knows that they have not done the work, and it's not going to be a match. But some of them will go back or go within and do the work so that they can match your energy. But if some of them are in refusal to do the work, then spirit will block it. That's for some of you. It's like I just got that. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes spirit does let us encounter individuals, and we do go through experiences with them, and it can be painful, but we're supposed to learn a lesson from that. But I feel like spirit is saying, you've learned your lessons, part number 3. The next person you meet, it has to be the one. So until then, we're going to keep things like this, with you continuing to do the work on yourself until the person that you want to be with, or the person that wants to be with you, does that work, and then we'll just back off. We'll step out of the way. So what makes you hot is that you have that ability to show that your love doesn't come for free. And if people want to date you, they have to up their game. And you are very intelligent, you're very knowledgeable, you take a lot of time out to self-reflect, to maybe read, to study. Some of you, I feel, are highly knowledgeable as well. Some of you could be writing your own book. Some of you, I feel, you generally like your own company, so you're not afraid to take yourself out on a date and grab a coffee or grab a meal, go to the theatre. This is what makes you hot, right? So what makes you hot is that we have the Page of Cups. You could be very cute. You could look cute for your age. You're very romantic. Some of you have beautiful speaking voices. Some of you could be poets. Some of you could be producers. Some of you could be singers, right? There's something very cute about you. You could be very good with your words, is what I'm picking up. We have a young woman to 25, basic good news. Like, people find your energy to be very uplifting, very high vibrational, very cute. Like, you always say, you're the type of person that gives good messages. So if you are texting someone or dating someone, like, you really uplift them with your positive message, your positive quotes, your poems. You're very romantic as well, so you could, like, maybe send beautiful songs, or grab flowers, and you're very romantic, and people feel like you are extremely cute. And there's something very watery about your energy as well. Like, people find you to be very trusting, is what I'm picking up. And once people start dating you, or even if they don't date you, they just feel like you are just so, like, you can give good hugs. Like, you're so, people may feel like, for instance, if you are like a male, people want to mother you, right? If you are they could get obsessed with your energy as well, like mine. If you are a female, you make males want to step up. You make males want to level up. You make males want to be romantic towards you, even if they're not that way inclined, because you're just so cute. You have a cute energy. Like, you're very playful, is what I'm picking up. You can go from serious to being playful, articulate to being, like, jokey, and cheeky. So that's what I have for you, part number 3. I'll speak to you guys soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, please holler at me. All the information is in the description box below. I'm going to add that anyway, but if you really want a reading, then go to my old videos, and all the information for a reading will be in the description box below. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care and keep staying hot. Peace out.